So while he sets up the TV, quick rundown about what happened last week. So basically, while we were recording, the camera just went out. The reason why was because we forgot to delete the old episodes. So it ended up causing,
We ran out of storage.
yeah, the storage is completely gone. Even though we have 64 gigs.
Yeah.
And so then it stopped at 44 minutes. So instead of re-recording the whole podcast, we were like, hey, 44 minutes is long enough. Plus, some people liked Abby
Yeah.
chilling with us.
Chilling. Big chilling.
So we might add her back, we might not.
Yeah, we'll see. She's a little 815 mascot or something.
The mascot.
No, it's not. It's not backwards. All right.
All right.
So, I thought I'd pick out a little topic,
Okay.
considering we talked about it a lot last night at the bonfire.
Mhm.
It was the Ocean Gate submarine, dog.
Yeah.
R.I.P. I don't know. That shit was crazy though.
Like I was saying yesterday, I mean, dude, they had the best outcome possible.
Yeah.
No matter like, even if they survived,
Yeah.
they would have gotten so much backlash for what they did. But I mean,
Yeah.
dying sucks, but every
Yeah.
soul shall taste death.
Yeah. Yeah. So I heard about why is it doing that? You see that?
Yeah.
I guess that's new. But anyways, what was it? I think when I first heard about it, it was already like missing for like a day.
Yeah, me too.
And
I saw when they had like 24 hours left of like actual oxygen.
for real.
Yeah.
I heard they said it was like, yeah, it can hold like 96
Mhm.
hours of oxygen in there.
Yeah.
And then I heard it was like, they got 48 hours or whatever, 72 hours. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking wild. And then what was it? They kind of just like the 96 hours went out, and then the bottom one. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully they don't hear it, but they should. Yeah, they should be
good.
Yeah, and then like just the hours were kind of ticking and shit. And then I don't know. I heard one of the possibilities was that there was a fire inside,
Yeah.
and it all like just pretty much exploded, and
Mhm.
they all burned to death. That was like one of the possibilities, because if there was too much oxygen in the cubicle, it would start a fire. And that's exactly what happened with like Apollo 1 and shit.
Yeah.
Was, there was like an electrical fire,
Mhm.
but there was so much oxygen.
It just exploded.
Yeah, they literally just fucking exploded. So yeah, I heard that was one of the outcomes, and then obviously the other ones, like, they just ran out of oxygen and then passed out and died.
And then the other one was just implosion because they got too deep.
Yeah.
And that's what ended up happening.
Right.
And like it was weird because not a lot of people know what implosion is.
Yeah, it is weird.
So like the best way to describe it without showing you an example is like think of a water bottle, an empty water bottle, and then when you blow out, so like when you blow out of it, it fills it up, right?
Right.
But if you do the opposite, it completely wrinkles up and scrunches.
Yeah.
Think of that, but like 100 times faster.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened with metal.
Yeah.
So they ended up just getting crushed.
Yeah. And not even like crushed, they got like disintegrated.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. It was either 15 or 16,000 pounds per inch
Mm-hmm.
that
16,000 pounds per
imploded.
inch.
Yeah, that imploded, and they say that their only remains would be like DNA tissue or something.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, probably.
And they say it happens so fast. I forgot.
It's
how quick.
0.3 milliseconds.
Yeah, 0.3 milliseconds. Like when it happened, their brains wouldn't even had time to to understand what happened, and by that time, it's like 30.
That's why I was saying it was the best outcome is because
Yeah.
no matter what, like no matter how they died, that was the fastest way because they had no idea what was going on.
Right.
It's like even with your brain when you get shot, you don't have enough reaction time to look at the bullet or like even feel it until
Yeah.
it's like it's been a second.
Right.
Of like let's say I get shot in the chest,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel it until like a second in.
Yeah.
So imagine how fast that was, and they just didn't feel it at all.
Yeah.
So
That's so weird. Like obviously I don't want to know what it feels like, but like
yeah, me neither.
I wonder just like what fucking happens. Like I don't know. If there was like some like test thing where it's like, oh,
Feel what it's like to be imploded.
well, not even that, but it's like if there was like a beeper
Mm-hmm.
for like how fast something happened, and
Yeah.
you have to like, you know what I'm saying? Like how much longer after the beep you hear it versus what happened,
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like how fast your reaction time
It's
is.
like if there was a beep for when it imploded versus the beep when your body just fucking, like by the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, some experiment or something.
Oh, like to see how long your body lasts after the implosion?
Well, your body doesn't last after
No,
the
no, I'm saying
implosion.
like, cause have you seen the experiment with a scientist? It wasn't a scientist, but it was like somebody that told his butler, he's like, count how many seconds it takes for me to stop blinking at like when you put his head in the guillotine. So then his head got chopped
Uh,
off, and he blinked I think like 60 something times or like
Yeah,
100
it's
something
like
times.
it's like not 20 minutes. It's like it's a lot, like it's like several seconds or some shit.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head is like, how do you think that they had that same mental thing? But now that I'm thinking about it, there's no way because
Cuz
everything got
they're
disintegrated.
just imploded, bro. They
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's like crazy as fuck to think about like how something like that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to people cuz like I don't know, I'm not weird or anything, but like I like understanding like what happens to the human body.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that. So it's like,
You should become a scientist,
hell no. I'll fucking fail out that bitch, bro.
bro. Yeah.
Probably would.
No,
And
dude.
anything
Me too.
with the human body, I would fail, bro.
Me too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was just like, I don't want to like see a video or anything, but like,
Yeah. Me.
I don't know. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I was like looking up because I wanted to see the debris field,
Mm-hmm.
but every time I see a picture, people be commenting like, "Oh, that's the boot from the Titanic or some shit." Like,
Yeah,
from
what?
the Titanic. It's like, fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah, like when they showed because they said that they found 3 parts of it or something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
found like the tail part that like points, and then like one of the bottom parts that like almost looks like the bottom of a helicopter.
So here's the thing: why were they looking at the Titanic again?
So the CEO of Ocean Gate, Stockton Rush.
Mm-hmm.
It's like John Stockton, but Stockton's his first name.
Yeah.
Stockton Rush. He's the CEO of Ocean Gate. He's pretty much quote unquote a risk taker, and he was quoted saying safety is a waste.
Mm-hmm.
And he made the submarines out of materials that were frowned upon to make submarines out of.
Like titanium and carbon fiber.
Yeah, carbon fiber, titanium, or aluminum. I don't know.
It was one of those, so yeah.
Yeah, one of those two. And then he pretty much made submarines out of those, and he put in a whole bunch of stuff in there just so he can go down and look at that. Because the whole point of like his business was to go see the Titanic, like go down underneath
And
to
look.
to see the Titanic. And I think it was like $250,000 a ticket to go down there.
Yeah.
And pretty much all the other people on board, it was a father, a son, and like a co-pilot, and
From Pakistan.
yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah.
But what was it? You pretty much these guys went down there. One of them was like this renowned like deep sea explorer,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much he controlled the submersible or whatever. I don't know.
The submarine.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say submarine. People calling it this other word.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. But he pretty much you control it by a remote control.
Bro. Oh my god. Like I saw the tour of like him explaining and everything. He's
Was
like,
it actually a game controller?
yeah.
It was.
So when he was
Which
explaining
console?
it, he said it was supposed to be like a Sony PlayStation. So it looks more like a older. Do you remember like do you remember the Game Boys? And you know like how a Game Boy is like on here,
Yeah.
and then you know like how the new gen Game Boy was like where you had a controller. Think of that
Yeah.
controller.
Okay.
So that's what it looked like.
Okay.
But like how you move it is the same way as like playing GTA or something on the
Oh.
PlayStation.
See, that's kind of cool, but it's also like, what the fuck?
I know.
Uh,
Cause like he was like explaining it. He's like, if you use like the left trigger up, down, side to side, that's the direction it's gonna move. And then if you use the right trigger up, down, side to side, that's the direction it's gonna rotate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, obviously, people have seen the fucking picture of the fucking submarines. It's that whole little cubicle.
It's so small.
And then that one fucking window.
Yeah.
It's-
And like the window has like one singular like phone size screen.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It's definitely was a death trap.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, honestly, bro. Like if you just look at all the facts and knew it about the submarine, it was just a matter of time before something happened.
Dude, I mean,
So
there's so much wrong with it.
yeah,
There was the most frowned upon things of what like that go into submarine.
yeah,
Two, he was saying safety's a waste
yeah,
or whatever he said.
yeah,
That's another sign, and then the third sign was looking at him giving a tour of what it looked like.
yeah,
And dude, it was
yeah. And then I don't know. It's just fucked. And one of the people on there was somebody our age, which is fucking crazy.
19, yeah.
Just like fucking nuts. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Anytime I hear somebody like something happening to somebody our age, it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like damn, that could have like same thing is happening to one of us, bro.
Yeah, and like his aunt. So here's the thing: his aunt was saying that he didn't want to go, but I feel like that's kind of more of a thing for her to get popular from this.
Yeah,
Like where she just randomly came out and said, "Oh, the poor kid didn't even want to go."
yeah.
Like, bro, he's 19. He could make his own decision. If he wanted to go, he wanted to go.
Yeah, right.
Like, why not just stick with that decision and go with the consequences?
Exactly.
No matter how bad that sounds, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
So like, if I decided, let me go 120 miles an hour in a residential
Yeah.
and then crash, and then you say, "Oh, but he wasn't even trying to go 120. He was trying to go 45."
Yeah.
I still did it.
Yeah, right.
I'm still gonna have to, go to jail
Yeah.
for vehicular manslaughter. You see what I'm saying?
Literally. Yeah, it's just I'm kind of surprised it got as public as it did, because I think that was the only company that would go down to the Titanic.
Yeah, my mom brought up a really good point. So in the same time, this happened in the United States, correct? Or yeah.
I don't. Well, I mean, it's the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So Atlantic Ocean, right?
Yeah.
So they're publicizing this primarily because of the reason is that they had millionaires, billionaires on there, right? Or like
Yeah.
rich people.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That same time period, so like within like the last 3 days, 4 days,
Yeah.
there was what's it called? I don't know what it is. It was like a huge boat.
Oh, with all the immigrants.
And
on
with
it?
all the immigrants on it, and
Yeah.
then they drowned. 700 people died, or 800 people are like they have their body undiscovered and were declared dead. 14 bodies were found. 16 were sent to like are in critical condition. The rest of them are either or like they've been confirmed, not confirmed, but like presumed dead. Yeah. And no one wants to talk like it wasn't
Yeah.
on like these big news companies and like all that because of the fact that they're immigrants.
Yeah.
Not even that.
I could see why though.
Yeah. So not even that though. Like when you look at that, instead of helping out the like and having like a whole search party look for the people, instead of doing that, they just increase their border control.
Yeah.
So-
Were they illegals trying to get over?
No, because they were going to Greece.
Uh,
So it wasn't legal trying to go over. It was more of just like they're considered immigrants because they're just migrating from
right.
one place to the other.
Right.
So that's what I thought was dumb. Plus, there's a few other news topics I'll talk about later, but
Do you think they should have publicized the immigrants over the Ocean Gate or just as much?
I don't care about the publicity. I just wanted them to create a search party as big as they did
Yeah.
for about 800. So there's 900 people on there.
From
Whatever.
wait, what country were they from?
So there's a lot of Pakistanis on there. There's a lot of Indians, Pakistanis, a few from like certain areas, but in the South Asian region.
Okay.
And so then there's like 900 on there versus how many people were on that submarine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't care about the publicity, but just create a bigger search party to look for them rather than a huge search party to look for them.
Yeah.
Still, like treat them equally,
Yeah.
right? Because it's still both like a big deal. But
Yeah, it's people.
instead of spending billions and billions of dollars of technology looking for one thing, use billions and billions of technology to look for both.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I mean, search party for both definitely should have happened. I mean, it already happened for the Ocean Gate, but
Yeah.
there definitely should have been a search party for the other one.
And the only reason me and you know about it, right, is because we actually look into the stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that shit. So how did they go missing on the immigrant? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know shit about that.
So what happened was they were on a boat,
Yeah.
and apparently, like, I don't know what happened, but the boat ended up sinking,
Oh.
and everybody drowned, or like everybody was in critical condition because they were in water for so
Oh, yeah.
long.
Right.
So like the only reason they got rescued was because they were so close to the island of Greece. They saw them, and then like a few people got picked up. The rest of them just got left drowned.
Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Holy shit.
And I don't know the full reason why, because there's only like 2 articles on it. And the 2 articles I read didn't give us a reason of like why they were migrating over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude.
Oh.
The news, like, I just hate the news. That's why I don't watch it.
Yeah, the news it's a waste of time to watch, too.
Because here's another
It's all
one.
propaganda.
Here's another one. This was crazy. I saw this today. So, TikTok news articles,
Yeah.
Fox News, and there's another big news corporation that uploaded like an article about this. So there's 2 hijabi women, and what the articles, like the title of the article was, 2 hijabi women repeatedly beat up 60-year-old woman unprovoked. So basically they're saying randomly they beat up a 60-year-old woman, right? So then, that became crazy public, right?
Yeah.
They didn't even get the other side of the story. The other side of the story was that those 2 hijabis,
Yeah.
one of them, the reason why this all happened was because they walk into the bus, and the hijabi accidentally hits the elder, like on accident, like just
Taps.
like taps
Yeah.
with her leg onto
Right.
her knee. So then she punches her leg. The 6-year-old
Oh.
punches the hijabi's leg. So she turns around and she's just like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you." And then she punches again, like her leg. And then it starts escalating, and she's just like, "Yo, I'm sorry if I didn't hurt you or whatever," like all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So then she gets up, she starts pulling off her hijab, like pulling it off.
60-year-old man, woman?
60-year-old woman,
From
England, I believe, UK.
that motherfucker.
I know. So like she starts pulling it off, and
Yeah.
while she pulled it off, like the hijabi pin completely made a scar, scar
fucking scrape, like,
all the way from like top of her eyebrow all the way down to like the bottom of her like cheek by her
straight
lip.
Fucking.
So she's drenched in blood.
What the?
And then
fuck?
when that happened, she jumped. So the 6-year-old jumps on top of her and starts hitting her. So what it looked like, and then as soon as like her friend was there, and her friend lifted the 6-year-old up and then dropped her and then helped her get up. And then like there's CCTV evidence. There's multiple witnesses about this.
Right.
And the reason why they're saying it's a 6-year-old woman that got beat up is because she put the hijab back on.
Yeah.
6-year-old gets back up and tries to rip it off again. So then the hijabi pushes her down and then like just shoves her out the way with her leg. So
What
this is
the
all
fuck?
self-defense. She fought in
Right.
self-defense, and
Right.
like she did it last second.
Yeah.
But the reason why they're saying this is because the hijabi pushed her and kicked her,
Yeah.
and they said that's reportedly unprovoked.
Yeah.
So that got me mad too, and I was
Them
like,
UK motherfuckers, bro.
dude,
But that shit, I feel like there's always been a racism towards Pakis,
mm-hmm.
Pakistanis.
Yeah. Watch what you say.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even know.
Well,
I didn't even know that.
The only reason I said that was
Yeah.
because I was getting to a point where
Mhm.
back in the 70s, UK people call Pakistanis
Pakis.
Pakis.
I didn't
That's
know
what I was
that.
trying to
That's
get with that.
I didn't know that's a racial slur.
It is, bro.
I didn't know that.
I've
Like,
known that. That's why I accidentally slipped it out. But that was for a later.
I don't
point.
care. I don't care. You can say it if you want.
Okay,
Because
Pakistan.
I had no idea that was like a
Yeah,
slur until
Because
KSI got.
Because you just think about it, you think it's just a shortened version of Pakistan.
Right. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But apparently,
But once you start using it in a hateful way, like
yeah.
if you watch Bohemian Rhapsody,
hmm
where he's the luggage carrier at the airport,
Yeah.
like they're English guys next to him, and they call him Packies and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they'll be like, it's like keep or like move faster, Packy, and the guy's like, I'm not from Pakistan, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Or well, Freddie Mercury was like, I'm not from Pakistan.
He looks like it though because of his mustache.
Yeah, I mean, wait, where did he grew up? Where was he from?
I don't know.
Search this out because he's from like South.
He's European. He has to be.
No, he's what do I say?
Nationality.
Yeah. Well, it says British because he lived there, but he was born in some like Asian country, like around India, I think.
So there's Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran, Palestine, Pakistan, India,
Straight capping.
Somalia. No, he's not Somalian. He's not Somali.
Oh, British Protectorate of Zanzibar.
Oh,
Now
Zanzibar.
part of Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
Tanzania. Yeah. So he's from there. I mean, yeah, he looks.
They was still owning countries. Britain was still owning countries
Yeah.
back in the day. Man.
So don't he looks Pakistani just because of his mustache.
Yeah.
If you look at like all these Pakistani dramas, Indian dramas, Bollywood movies, all of like the cops or like all of, like the older people, everything's shaved except for this thick mustache just all the way down with those aviator sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, he does look Pakistani.
but yeah, I mean, like when KSI got canceled, I was like, bro, what? That's a racial slur.
Yeah. Shit, I'm not surprised he said that shit. You know?
Yeah.
There's some racist motherfuckers over there.
Dude, yeah, and then I mean,
They're like this most. They're like, you know what country I'm surprised is like racist as fuck that they don't even know they're racist is Japan.
oh yeah.
They'll have
Yeah.
they'll be like Japanese only like places.
Mhm.
Cause there was this guy, some white guy. He was there and he like was dating this Asian girl.
Yeah.
And they would always try to go from bar to bar so that he can actually go in there.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all like, no, like, you know,
Japanese
Japanese only.
only.
Like, we don't want fucking white folks out here, you know? And, yeah, it's just fucking nuts. And it's crazy because, like, this guy was saying how his girlfriend got so upset that she called the cops one time.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop came over and was just like, well, yeah, it says, you know,
Japanese only,
like,
yeah.
it's their rule, you know? And it's like they don't even fucking realize it.
Here's the thing, right? If that happened to me, I don't know, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, if I'm being real, like, if me and my friends are in Japan, like, say Tokyo, 'cause that's, like, the only, I guess, cool place in Japan, apart from, I guess, like, Mount Fuji or whatever.
Yeah. Hiroshima.
Yeah. Oh, hell. No. But, like, if we went to a bar and they're, like, Japanese only, I'd just be like,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I would literally keep finding a place to actually eat.
Right. Like, or if they said Japanese only, be like, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it's something probably just because of like, there's more tourists there and they want
Right.
like more
They want
authenticity.
Yeah. They want the heritage to, like,
Correct.
you know.
Yeah. So I get it.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
And they even have like restaurants there that they base after like American styled restaurants.
Mhm.
So it's like they're not obviously like 100% racist, but
Yeah.
you know, there's places that will just be like, yeah, no, Japanese only.
Yeah. No. The more I like look into it, the more I want to leave here. Here, I don't want to live here or like the UK or something. The one place I want to live, UAE.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the UAE.
Dubai. I think that's the
Dubai.
only place to live.
Like, yeah, no, I mean, it's one of the Emirates
Yeah.
in the UAE. So anywhere around there, just because one, it's a Muslim country,
Yeah.
so I can go to any mosque I want.
Right.
Two, I can have my wife and raise my kids in a Muslim country. So they're going to, one, be more practicing. Two, we're going to all learn Arabic.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great.
I'm good.
And then three, I don't got to deal with this BS that I got to deal with here.
Yeah.
Like taxes.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
Like, bro, they take 25% off the bat of your
Yeah.
salary.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, there's some interest rates, but it's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's like almost 0%.
Yeah. Same
like
thing with Monaco.
Monaco.
Monaco's like damn near no taxes. That's
Mhm.
why like a bunch of the Formula One drivers,
Yeah.
they'll have houses or places there so that, you know, while they have the race there that weekend, they just be chilling.
Yeah. So any place like that, really, I would like to stay just because of the fact that the only thing that sucks in the UAE is that you have to be a native to own land or like own your own house. So you would have to like rent around or like.
Damn,
So, like,
for real,
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks.
man. Fuck
But,
Dubai.
I
No, I'm
mean,
playing.
if I did live there, like Saudi Arabia, I'd love to go.
Yeah,
Like I would love to be in Saudi Arabia, like Jeddah probably,
I don't know many places.
the
in
holy
Saudi
cities,
Arabia.
Mecca, Medina would be good. Around there would be good.
Yeah,
But I don't know if it's like the UAE where you have to be a resident or like a citizen or like a native to own land. But I think so. Here's the thing, right? I think when you get a job in these countries, they provide you certain things.
Yeah,
So like you'll have a third party to buy your house for you.
yeah.
All you gotta do is just give them the money. But I was looking at these houses, bro. I don't know what I was looking at, but dude, these houses are expensive. They're like $6 million.
Well, yeah, you're definitely looking in the wrong place. You got to look at like condos and apartments and shit.
Not even that. I mean, I don't know what website to look at like the regular prices.
Yeah.
Because obviously Zillow is not gonna work.
Yeah, nah.
Realtor,
Yeah.
any of those ones are not gonna work.
You just got to look on YouTube.
Yeah.
There
be
was
like
a
how much
guy
it is.
who's he tried to like spend the least amount of money there,
Mhm.
and this dude like for like less than $200 a night, he got a hotel room that's like
It's
the size of this fucking
it's surprising.
house.
Yeah, it's surprisingly cheap there.
Yeah,
Like no matter how modern the Emirate looks,
yeah,
it's really cheap.
yeah. There's cheap areas. Obviously, there's your $1 billion fucking home.
Yeah, for sure.
You
But
got your supercar, hypercar, dealerships and shit. You
Yeah.
got the crazy gyms and whatnot. But I mean, there's always a cheap part to town.
my dad was saying that they're disgustingly rich. So
Yeah.
the richer they are, the less they care about like
Yeah.
their land and all that because
Yeah.
they have so much money. They're basically giving one singular player $2 billion.
Yeah.
Like so that's how I know like you can buy a house anywhere basically.
Yeah.
In that area.
And that's how they're trillions of dollars rich.
Hmm.
You think they're gonna want to take shit from their
Maybe even
people?
hundreds of trillions, dude.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
And you think they're gonna want to take from their own people there?
Right,
they
that's what
have
I'm saying.
the money.
Like,
they don't need to do that.
The United States is the most in debt country in the world.
Yeah.
Like when we went to Vegas, there's like this big sign that says the U.S. is like it's like a every minute thing. This is how much the U.S. is in debt.
Updates its
Yeah,
debt.
yeah.
That's wild.
And it was like in like the billions and trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I don't know how to fucking spend our money.
yeah.
Like, yeah, let's spend money to do shit, but like spend it on the right shit and let's balance the fucking checkbook. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, here, like, cause if I get my medical board certified license here as a physician, I can go anywhere I want. But I can't get my board certified physician anywhere else and then practice here, which makes zero sense. But
Yeah.
so like if I went to Pakistan and I got my like if I went through med school there and got like my board certification there, I can't practice here.
Yeah.
But if I got it from here, I can practice anywhere I want.
Right. Yeah. That makes zero fucking sense, but
What can you do?
it's fucking execs and shit.
But I mean, yeah. So, my goal. So that's my goal is just to leave here.
Yeah.
Just get out of this country.
I definitely would take a trip to Dubai.
Yeah, at least a trip.
At least a trip till I'm 70 years old.
Around there. Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
Dubai's is such a fucking awesome city, bro. Not
Mhm.
even like
Not even with the modern buildings and stuff. The people there are cool
yeah,
too.
people there are like awesome. I mean, the places there. I mean, they have the largest mall or the second largest mall in the world,
Hmm.
and like I don't know. There's just one car dealership that only has like
These
Ferrari-
exotics?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the exotics, the ZA cars.
The
and
ZA
shit.
cars.
Yeah, bro. And I want to. There's like a lot of just like tourist places. Like I want to see the what is it? The Palm Island or something.
Hmm. Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, and that's all houses on there. That's like
Mhm.
beachside fucking houses,
Yeah.
which is nuts. And it's all man-made.
It's a man-made island. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cool.
And
Burj
even-
Khalifa.
Yeah, that. And then they even man-made the worlds and countries.
Really?
Yeah. And then for the U.S., they actually made a bunch of different islands and named them the states.
Oh, that's cool.
Illinois is one of them, which
Oh,
is
nice.
crazy. What else? What else do I have there? I don't know. Oh,
The
there's
food.
the food. Yeah, I definitely want to try the
That's the
food.
best. I'm telling you right now, you're probably gonna enjoy your life. That's like the best
Yeah.
because that's the most authentic Arab food you'll ever have.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's also this one thing where you zip line, but you're laying flat on your stomach and you zip line from skyscraper to skyscraper.
Oh, so you feel like Superman.
Yeah, literally, bro. I want to try that. And then there's that like that glass slide that's on the side of the building.
Yeah.
You slide down. I heard
Yeah.
that. But you slide down like 3 stories. It's nuts.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do all that. What's the word?
Man, I'm just trying to, like I said, get out of this country as fast as possible.
Word. Oh, let's see. Dubai.
Oh yeah, I remember we looked up the prices on here live. It was like
From Chicago.
the first class tickets were like $12,000 or like $20,000.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna go on United. Let's see if United flies. Probably not, but
No, you probably have to take like Turkish or
yeah, some international shit.
United Emirates.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, if you take those, even business class is nice.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that would suck if you get economy.
Yeah, fuck that.
But
Economy sucks. Even just like flying to Denver.
yeah,
Like I just like
I know.
I get an ass cramp. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna use.
Here, Qatar Airways,
Yeah, you probably use.
Cater.
So how much would it be?
Let's see. Trip from Chirac.
I'm guessing you probably have to go from O'Hare.
Probably, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So
Departing from Chicago, going to.
Dubai DXB. Select trip type. Return one way multi-city.
Oh, I'm gonna do a one way.
Yeah. Let's depart from July 1st. July 1st to the 21st. Let's do all of July. Okay, July 3rd to yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna put business class. Let's see how much it is to go to Abu Dhabi. Even Abu Dhabi's nice.
What's the difference between Abu Dhabi and Dubai?
It's just a different emirate or like a state.
Oh.
So 6,200 for a round trip. If I take Royal Jordanian.
One passenger economy. Show flights.
Oh, if you take economy, how much would it be?
Let's see how treacherous. Less than $1,000.
Less than $1,000
$923.
if you take economy.
Yeah, if you want to suffer, it's $923 to suffer in economy for I don't even know.
I mean, you're saving $5,000
Well, it says one stop. Is one stop means it's a overlay?
overlay. Well, I mean, it's gonna be overlay regardless. There's no way you can go nonstop for 31 hours.
It's 31 hours. That's how much?
Around, yeah. Or like 20 hours.
In a way.
It's like, I mean, going to Pakistan is like 24 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So that's why there's the overlay.
Alright.
And then also it depends on where you want to go for like that overlay. Like some people want to go to like Paris, some want to go to Italy. It all depends.
That would be lit, low key.
Yeah.
Like if there's you just take a flight to Italy,
Mm-hmm.
was there for a week or two, and then you went to Dubai.
Oh no, the overlay is like a few hours
Yeah.
or like a day.
No, I'm saying though, like if
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
I get what you're
separate
saying.
trips. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That'd be fucking fun, bro. That'd be so.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Lit as hell. Hold on, Abu Dhabi.
So yeah, it's just a different era or it's a different emirate.
So is it like still a big ass city?
Should be. It's not as like I think Abu Dhabi is just another big city. It's just probably not as well known as Dubai.
Oh, in the Ferrari world, Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
It's a Ferrari amusement park. I think that's where that roller coaster's at. I don't know. It's showing just like a group of buildings.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then let me see. And then Dubai's that big. Is Dubai the biggest one then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that bitch is big, bro. Dude, this is like literally a dream.
Yeah.
That's literally like.
But this is the only downside, which is not even that bad of a downside, is that like
It's big as hell.
the temperatures here, it's like let's say 95, 96, that's like a cold day there.
Yeah.
That's the only downside.
It is hot as fuck. Dude.
But it is what it is. That's something I'm willing to.
They got the technology to cool some motherfuckers down.
Yeah, and like that's something I'm willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
versus being financially scared for the rest of my life. Like let's say I make
Right.
$200,000, I'm still scared for my life, like working paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cause
Oh god.
only top 8% make 200,000 plus
Really?
of the United States. And I'm still thinking check to check. I'm the top 8% of earners
We gotta do something.
in the United States.
We gotta do something.
Yeah.
Damn, my cousin's a top 8% earner.
Yeah.
250.
Something like that. I mean, 250
300?
might be like top 5.
Nah. I don't think it's.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's put 200K. Let's look. Did you end up reading this book at all?
Hell no. Dude, I've been so busy. I've been working and then I got shit to do after work. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, I got no time to read shit. It sucks.
So you would put, so 200,000 would put you in the top 10% of household incomes,
Yeah.
and then
Damn.
top 5 of individual incomes. So household income 200,000, you're 10%, but if you're making 200,000 yourself, you're top 5%.
That's wild.
And
And you think like, just to go to the top one, you have to be making over $1 million, bro.
mhm.
It's probably billionaires in the top.
Let's
1%.
see. Top 1%. So
Yeah, what's the lowest to be in the top 1%?
let's see how much 500K.
Probably like 3%.
Nah, 500K might be. So that is
Two.
is considered a top 1% income earner.
500K.
Mhm.
And
And then
damn.
that's like when you can actually not worry about income to income or paycheck to paycheck. It's 500. But even 200,000 is a lot of money. Like a lot of people don't understand that. Is your top 5% in America.
That's like hold on.
So here, so if you think of a physician, right? So like a surgeon makes, so an orthopedic surgeon makes about
Yeah, it's like almost 4K a week.
4K a week, yeah. So then times that by 4,
3,800 by 4.
yeah. If
For what?
for a month,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's over $15,000 a month.
15,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Yep.
So let's do 200,000, right? So in reality, I'm making 150,000
Yeah.
because of taxes.
Right.
Okay, so I divide that by 12. So I'm making 12,500 a month. Okay, so now let's do my student loans, which is probably going to be around 2,400 a month. Okay, so I'm at 10,100. Okay, times that by 0.3. I can spend $3,030 on mortgage/rent. So if I times that by 30, or yeah, so monthly, so I can afford up to a $1.1 million house, up to. So that would be my max I can spend. But that means I can't be living like
Yeah.
I
Free
can't
shit.
go eat. Yeah, right, exactly. Like no vacation, no
Yeah.
eating. Right, like lower end, probably $600,000, $700,000 house I can afford.
Yeah.
And $600,000, $7,000 here is like a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, you can get a decent house for $600,000-$700,000 here.
No, not anymore,
Yeah.
dude.
Like
I'm telling you.
Marco's house though.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I don't even know.
No, so like, if you buy one here in this area where we live, versus Bourbonnais. So like, let's say you go to Bourbonnais.
Shit. Just
If-
buy some land, low key.
If you buy a $700,000 house in Bourbonnais, it's gonna be minimum 4,000 square feet. Here, it's gonna be around 3,200 square feet.
Yeah.
3,200 square feet, like back in the day, like in 2019,
Yeah.
was around. So if you like a 3,200 square foot house,
Mm-hmm.
that in reality, in 2019 pre-COVID was around 300,000.
Yeah.
Now it's around 700K, 650, 700.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that's like blown my fucking mind is where my girl lives now in Denver.
Colorado.
Yeah. And the houses that she lives by, they
Yeah.
were like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 pre-COVID.
Mm-hmm.
After COVID, now they're over $1 million home.
Dude, yes, I'm telling you. Plus,
I'd be like, shit, we getting the fuck out of here. We selling this bitch.
plus taxes, bro.
Yeah.
Or not taxes. Interest rates.
Yeah.
Like a good interest rate is 4%. Right now, it's around like 7-8%.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
Like if I buy a $500,000 house with, let's say, I put down 20%. Okay. I'm still paying. In reality, I'm still paying $1,000 more a month with 7% interest or 8% interest compared to that 4% interest.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, I'm paying $3,000 a month because of that 7% interest. If I had that 4% interest, I'll be paying $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense.
Yeah. Some bullshit.
Man, the banks here just be finessing, bro. Finessing.
Yeah, banks they're fucking up, man. So you can't take out no money. They just want to keep your money.
Speaking of banks, did you see this Saudi Arabian? He sold his bank. It was like $19 billion and gave all that to charity
Damn.
to end world hunger.
That's wild. That shit that ain't gonna.
It's not gonna
shit,
end.
but
It's not gonna end world hunger. But I mean, dude, he
Man, that's a lot of fucking money.
$19 billion on world hunger, and about 25% of that is caused by the United States.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, because if you look at, okay, so this is gonna be kind of outrageous, but Israel, in reality, the reason why Israel is a country right now is because of the United States.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be a country anymore.
So if you look at how they treat like Palestinian people and how they treat Syrian people, how they treat Afghanistan people, like all of those areas.
Yeah.
If you look, so I saw this quote that on TikTok that still got me was like as Muslims we pray 5 times a day.
Right.
In those areas they pray 6 times a day.
Yeah.
So the reason why is because he's like, oh yeah, I'm used to praying 6 times a day. So what is it? So he names the 5 daily prayers plus the funeral prayer. So they pray a funeral prayer every day for people that die because of hunger, because of airstrikes, drone strikes, because of random murders by soldiers, because of all this stuff. So it was just like, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know how to fucking. Holy shit,
dude! I'm telling you, bro.
So the other people, like Afghans, and okay.
Yeah. So Afghanis, Palestinians, like Syrians.
Yeah.
All of the places in Middle East, South Asia.
Yeah.
Probably not as much South Asia, but more Middle East.
Right.
Is caused because of foreign affairs with the United States.
Damn.
Or just NATO in general.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dude, if Israel, I'm kind of scared because when Israel becomes, or when Palestine becomes free, that's a sign of the Day of Judgment's coming. So that's also why I'm like, hey, yeah, free Palestine, let's go, free Palestine. But make sure it's free when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with the Day of Judgment, bro.
So why is the Day of Judgment happen? Why does that happen when?
Oh, it's a sign. It's just a sign that it's coming soon. So like, there's multiple signs.
So why isn't it quote unquote free? Like, what's going?
Oh, like why isn't Palestine free?
Yeah.
They're oppressed by Israeli soldiers. I don't know if you've seen. So like the past 2-3 years.
So there's Israeli soldiers in another country.
No, so Israel
Uh-huh.
is taking over all of. So don't you like how it used to be Israel and Palestine?
Yeah.
So now all of Israel is taking over Palestine. So now Israel is saying that that whole country is theirs. So Israel plus Palestine equals Israel. So all that's their country. And how they did it was they smoke bombed all the mosques, especially during like the holy month, like when we used to fast and stuff.
Yeah.
When they would be praying Tarawih, which is like the night prayer, like it's like the long prayer. They used to throw like smoke bombs, pepper bombs, all that stuff in like actual legit bombs or like grenades inside of these mosques with people praying.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And then this happened for a consecutive 3 years in a row. Every single time they ended up just doing the stuff and then beating random like Palestinians, beating random children, random women, just because to show that this is our area. And then they started throwing
area at all ever in history.
What, Palestine?
Yeah.
I believe so. Because rightfully so, it should be their land. And like they just started throwing down drone strikes in that area, which is funded by the U.S. government.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's happening, and that's why they're oppressed, is because Israel is just.
And it's still going on right now.
Yeah, it's getting worse because more and more are dying.
There's no like declared war or anything. It's just like the Palestinian government's letting it happen, or.
And here's the thing.
Coach me up on this shit.
Okay, I'm coaching you here. So Israel, they're funded by the U.S. government.
Correct.
With weapons, with all this, right?
Yep.
So think of going into a gunfight with sticks and stones. That's what Palestinian soldiers are fighting with. They're legit fighting with stones. If you look at it, they're fighting with pistols.
That's wild.
Like the best like marksmanship they have is pistols. They're using drone strikes. They're using tanks. They're using all of this against children that are throwing rocks at them. So if a child throws a rock at like an Israeli soldier, the guy grabs his gun, pops him in the head, does nothing else about it. And like they'll bring a tank to like somebody's house.
Just bulldoze that bitch.
Not even. They'll tell the kids to come out, pop them right then and there. Like they'll shoot them down, aim that tank towards those kids, and then explode that house in front of them. So then nothing's left, like no debris left of them.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and like if you think that Russia-Ukraine stuff is crazy, wait till you see like the stuff that they do. Like they'll use children as like a defense tactic. They'll use children as body shields. So the Israeli government or like the MPs and all them, if they get into like a war like with like soldiers that are using pistols and stuff,
Right.
he'll grab a Palestinian child, use him as a body shield, and then just tries to catch as many bullets as possible with that child from the street.
That's fucking crazy.
So there's this one guy, the GOAT. His name's Mohammed Salah. So not the soccer player that you're thinking of.
Yeah.
He's a random Palestinian soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Took out 3 of their guys
Damn.
by himself before he died. He had a hat trick.
What a G.
What a G. Because it was like,
First 3 and 1.
yeah, dude, it was crazy. Because like he killed one, grabbed the Israeli person's gun, and started killing him.
Damn.
And then he died, and everybody, like, you know, everyone started.
He's just like this big figure now.
No, it's the opposite. He's a villain.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
because he killed Israelis.
Oh.
So that's basically what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And
what's fucked up is because you brought up that Ukraine and Russia shit.
mhm.
Have you seen that video? I think I talked about this at the bonfire.
I think so.
And they there was this Russian soldier that refused to fight.
Oh yeah,
And he was
yeah.
found and taken back to his battalion or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking taped his head to like bricks.
Yeah,
The guy took a sledgehammer and just
it's crazy, dude.
yeah.
It's crazy what's going on in the world, man.
There's a video of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
the video I was talking about with ISIS, with the Turkish soldiers.
Which one? Oh, where they beheaded them?
No, they burnt them
They
alive.
burned them alive. Yeah. Yeah, that shit's fucked.
So they recorded them. So they had dog collars on, like metal dog collars on their necks.
Yeah.
The chain goes downwards onto a piece of grass.
Mm-hmm.
They lit like a trail of oil on fire,
Yeah.
and then it just it trailed up and then burnt them alive while they were standing.
Yeah, that shit's fucked. I couldn't imagine burning alive, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But hey, if you burn alive, I believe you die as a martyr in Islam. So
A martyr?
a martyr.
Martyr? What's
Yeah.
that?
A martyr is, I don't know how to describe martyr. Actually, here, let me look up the definition. It's basically unintentional death during war, or dying during a war. So like, let's say
So is it like a good way to die? And
the death of suffering of a martyr is a person who is killed because of their religious and other beliefs. A person who displays or exaggerates their discomfort. No, okay, so it's somebody that dies with their faith.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you die
So he
drowning,
just stood up to like his faith and died because of it.
Mhm.
Okay.
so, and like in Islam, if you die as a martyr, you're guaranteed heaven.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, like, there's a quote from a long time ago. I think this was like the Romans, and during when the biggest commander of Islam was alive.
Mm-hmm.
So he was undefeated in wars. He was like 100 and something to nothing.
Damn.
And so the guy comes back. So because they destroyed the Roman Empire.
Right.
So one of the MPs come back to the general, and the general was just like, why can't you kill them? Like, what do we need? Do they have better weapons? He's like, no. Do they have more men? No. And he's like, so what is going on? He said, how can you kill people that are so excited to die?
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that was the mentality of Muslims back in the day.
damn.
It was crazy.
Y'all some demons.
Dude, like if you go to war with a Muslim country, bro, just accept defeat.
Yeah.
Because every single one of them wants to die on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So and plus the more gruesome your death is, the higher your rank is.
Mm.
So like they'll beg you to kill them.
So what's like a lower ranked death?
Oh no, like I mean they're all ranked the same. It's just like so
Just more respect for people who.
correct.
Okay.
So how it happened was like during the Prophet, peace be upon him's time,
Yeah.
his uncle Hamza, So during one of the battles, he ended up dying, but he was like one of the strong. He was considered his nickname was the Lion of Allah. He was that guy.
Yeah.
So he ended up
That boy.
he ended up getting killed by a guy with a woman with a spear. She jabbed him, like it went through his stomach.
Yeah.
And while he felt it, he grabs his sword, starts chasing the person with this going on. So he starts chasing him, but then falls and dies.
Damn.
And when he died, he was that big of a figure that they dismembered him. Like they chopped his head off, they chopped his limbs off, and then they grabbed his liver in front of the prophet because this was the prophet's uncle.
Yeah.
This is the only uncle that he loved the most.
Right.
They grabbed his liver in front of the prophet, bit a piece of it out, spit it right at his face, and threw it back at him. So then, yeah, like that was, and he was considered like, I forgot the name of it, but he was just a freaking martyr, dude. It was crazy.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, there's so much stories I can tell you about this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you're pretty biased on who's the craziest people in battle, but
Oh, craziest people in battle? No, dude, Genghis Khan's freaking army is crazy too.
I low-key forgot about that shit.
Bro, the carbon levels at that time were lower because of how many people he killed.
Yeah.
And like the people that he used as like the POWs, like the prisoners of war,
Mm-hmm.
he would put them in the front lines,
Yeah.
and then and they would die. But as soon as they would die, he would grab his bodies, burn them, and then throw them onto the huts to burn down the huts.
What?
Dude, yeah, dude, he was crazy.
What a fucking motherfucker.
Yeah, and like there's another thing.
Isn't he the guy who like fucked all these girls and like there's a certain percentage of the population
Mhm.
that are
Yeah.
damn.
And like Genghis Khan, he was also really smart with his daughters. So what he would do is he would marry off the daughters to like these big, like the kings of like different areas, and then they would be married for like 2 weeks, and then the guy would end up dying. So then she takes heir of that kingdom. So then now that kingdom's under his reign, because he would suddenly die,
Yeah.
assassinated by Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Right.
So
That's fucking.
that
wild.
dude was a G when it came to like
Yeah, he knew
that
what the
stuff.
fuck
He knew what he was doing.
Damn.
Yeah, and
Who's the Genghis Khan of today?
ooh, that's a good question. Like the most ruthless freaking
Just like dude who can do it all. Like like has the ability to do it all.
Putin,
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin.
I would say Putin. I don't know. If Elon Musk was a bad motherfucker,
Oh, dude, yeah.
he'd be
Yeah.
fucking. Cause I mean, like,
Speaking of Elon Musk, have you seen the thing with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg?
yeah,
The
their
UFC fight?
UFC fight with him. I hope that shit happens, bro.
Dana White said that they're both serious about it,
Yeah.
and it's gonna make a lot of money
He
for
was
charity.
calling him up too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that shit better happen. I'm definitely trying to see that. We have 53 minutes.
Yeah. So, let's wrap it up. Let's talk about Andrew Tate finally went back to his old ways.
Did he?
He went bald.
I haven't heard about him.
So he shaved. So he's like the only real person that can save us from the Matrix is the
yeah.
top G, and he shaved his head and then went back to his like really small beard.
Oh yeah.
But then he got arrested again.
You did?
I think so. Yeah, that's
He
what my
arrested
brother and
again?
sister were telling me. So
Hold on, I gotta see this shit.
yeah.
Oh my god. He probably just got like. He probably had to go back to court for something or something, you know.
Yeah. But so this is what we talked about. We talked about the submarine. Talked about the news.
It says 13 hours ago, Andrew Tate to remain under house arrest.
House arrest.
And
Yeah.
Romania as human. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, he's not gonna get fucking charged for that shit.
Did you see what Tristan Tate's podcast?
Nah.
He did a podcast with this guy. I forgot his name. He always wears a suit.
Oh, okay.
Listen to that podcast. Me and my dad listened to it, and
Yeah.
dude, it teaches you how to get rich.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of like pooling money.
Pooling money.
Pooling.
Pooling money.
So like putting all in one pot and then using it.
Yeah, I think I haven't heard of that term, but
Okay, so
I'm
he
sure-
was. So I'll just give you a quick rundown because we got like about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So pooling money just means like, him and his brother, so Andrew and Tristan, instead of going off in their own thing, because he found this out when he went to India,
Yeah.
and the Indian guy, his best friend, his name was Bali, right? And Bali was like, "You white people or like you Britons don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are idiots." He's like,
Yeah.
if I have 5 kids, each one of them are gonna have their own mortgage, their own house, their all that. They're gonna end up being poor.
Yeah.
What his family did is that they just ended up getting these jobs, like different jobs. Like one is a carpenter, one's an engineer, the
And
other
then
one's
they
a
all
lawyer,
brung
doctor.
their money together to pay for.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now with that mindset,
Yeah.
Andrew and Tristan did the same thing.
Yeah.
So they pooled their money. So whatever is their assets, so they'll buy something separately, but it's considered both their assets.
Yeah.
So like that mansion they're living in reality,
Yeah.
if one person bought it, let's say it's a $5 million house.
Right.
If I'm making $500K a year, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
But if like me and my brother make $500K a year and we combine that, we can afford that house.
Right.
And anybody can live in it
Yeah.
because it's 12 bedrooms.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with one person? Like
Yeah.
with 2 people? Me and my wife are going to share our own room. And what are we going to do with the rest of the 12 beds?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what he did.
See, that's what I want to do,
It's a lot
But-
smarter.
but
Your brother's already like doing his own thing.
well, not even my brother, but like
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about it after.
All right, yeah. But yeah, basically that's what I learned from that.
Yeah.
And it's a crazy smart business
What's the
decision.
word?
Man. But yeah, like if you buy a $5 million house with 12 bedrooms with 2 combined incomes, and plus he said, I don't even know whose cars are out there. We have 30 plus cars, and the only way I can tell which one's mine and which one's Andrew's is if I look at the title.
Yeah.
He said we use it, like the keys are there for a reason. We have it at a certain spot, but both of us know exactly where the keys are.
Yeah.
We can take whatever car we want whenever we want because it's ours.
Right.
Because they both, like, let's say they both make $2 million a year.
Yeah.
They combine that $4 million,
Yeah.
and that $4 million is theirs, not 2 mine, 2 yours.
Yeah.
It's all combined.
Right. And it's equally whoever's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they just completely doubled their income.
yeah.
That's how it works.
Literally.
That's how the rich get richer.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
I'm fucking tired.
Um,
Went to the range. Hit a 292.
dude, that's
drive.
crazy. Yeah.
That's fucking wild. My brother's like, bro, what the fuck? Bro,
I
how
gotta-
you hit that far?
Man, we gotta hit up Top Golf.
Yeah, low key. That
Sometime
shit's
soon.
lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the dude next to me at the range, he's like, hey, how far did you hit that?
You're like 292.
I was like, I just pointed. I was like, that, like, I don't know. And he's like, wow, like I saw it, and it went straight, bro. Like,
Oh, it
was-
didn't even slice?
No, bro. It was the best drive, probably top 5 best drives of my life, and it went 292. I was like, fuck, that's wild. It was so good that the guy next to me was like,
You're that
how far-
guy.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
like, how far did you hit that? I was like, no, that 292. He's
Yeah.
like, damn, and they're freaking out. I was like, is that good? Because I'm trying to hit like 300.
Yeah.
I'm-
You're close.
I'm-
You're close.
Yeah, like I'm thinking they're hitting like over 300. Like,
Yeah.
and I look at my brother's, he has like 250 at the most. I was like, get the
You're like,
fuck out
hey,
of here.
come on.
Get
Come
out of
on,
here.
man.
Man, give me your clubs. Nah, but yeah, I'm tapped out, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about this next week. I enjoy talking about the serious stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
So, see you guys next week.